Hello everyone, this is Peter Online Computer Network Engineering Tutorial. I am here to take you on how to make network cables, how to terminate, network cables using RJ45 connector. Okay, remember that every network cable has RJ45 connector, that is Ethernet cable has RJ45 connectors at both ends. Okay, so in order to terminate it, I want to teach you how to terminate it, and you must follow the Telecommunication Industry Alliance slash Electrical Industry Association 568A wiring standard of making cable. Okay, these cables comes in color coded form. Okay, you must follow the color to make these cables. So let's go ahead. All you need to do is to, these cables comes in several, categories, which I have said before in introduction to Ethernet cabling. So now I want to make straight through cable. If you have listened to that video, you will know, the devices in which we use straight through cable for. Okay, so straight through cables are used for, devices of the similar, layer. Okay, can connect, layer 2 switch to a router, which is layer 3 device. It can connect computer system to switch. Okay, computer systems, are operate in layer 3, okay, of OSI model, while switches operate at in layer 2. So straight through cable, which we're about to make now, is, are used to connect, from connect computer to switch, switch to router, okay, hub to router. So now you can see how these cables come. These cables come in, they are twisted, you know, 4 pairs of wires in this cable, you know, they come on different colors. Okay, okay. So 4 pairs, making 8 cables. And in a straight through cable, 2 pairs are used. 1 pair is for transmit, while the other pair is for receive. Okay, so let me untwist them so that we can make terminate RJ45 connector at both ends. Okay, so what I'm making now is a straight through cable. So I don't need to talk about these cables again because I've really introduced each of the cables, on introduction to Ethernet cabling. Okay, so if you don't know the types, if you don't know what this cable is all about, please refer to that video before, watching this that I'm doing now. So now, if to make a straight through cable, we need to select number one. Number one is white and green. See white and green. Okay. Okay, white and green. So this is white and green here. We have to select it. Number two is green. That is plain green. While number one is white with green stripe. Okay. Now number two is plain green. Okay. Number three is white and orange. White and orange stripes. Okay. It has been selected. Okay. Number four is blue. That is plain blue. Select it. Put it according to the numbers. Okay. Number five is white and blue. White and blue. White and blue. So white and blue, which is number five. Number six is orange, plain orange. Okay. Number seven is white and brown. Okay, white and brown stripe. Okay, number 8 is plain brown. So we make sure you thread the cables, the copper cables. They are a little bit hard. So make sure you thread it so that it they will easily fit into the RJ45 connector. So you have to trim the cables, the copper wires in there. You have to trim it so that they will be equal. Okay. Okay. So let me let this is RJ45 connector. Okay. You hold this cable this way and push it in there. Exactly. Exactly. You can see the cable and put this here. Did you hear the sound? So you can see I've terminated this RJ45 connector. When you look at this RJ45 connector, you see that this RJ45 connector has 8 golden pins here. Okay, just look at it. 8 golden pins. And these pins, this is where these 8 copper wires are terminated to. Okay, so the same way I made this, I terminated this in the same way I'll use to, terminate this end. Okay, so you follow the same procedure because it's 1 to 1, 2 to 2 on a straight through cable. Okay, on a straight through. Okay, so now for you to make crossover, you know, like this, look at this cable, is a straight through. So I followed the same way I made this, to make the both of this, end of this cable. Okay. So now, but for you to make a crossover cable, okay, hence you have selected this and pin it here, you need to use the B side, okay? Because let me show you something. For you to make crossover cable, this one need to come to 3, okay? 2 need to come to 6, okay? And 3 here, 1 here need to go to 3 here, and 2 here need to go to 6 here, okay? For you to make, so for you to, make this straight through, so you really need to, crossover. Let's peel off the jacket. Okay. And untwist it. Untwist. So I've untwisted this, the other end of this cable. So remember that if you really want to make cable, it's either you use the A standard, wiring standard, or you use the B. Okay? What am I trying to say? Like I made this straight through cable using A by selecting from 1 to 8 here, and I did the same thing here using this A. So in your network environment, whichever you choose, A or B, make sure you use that throughout your network environment. You know, use it for all the cables, you know. So now remember that this end, I used A. Okay, I selected this A, accordingly. Okay, now, but I want to make a crossover cable. Crossover cable. I just showed you how to select this. If I want to make this straight through cable again, I'll still use this A and select 1, 2, 3, accordingly. But remember, I want to make crossover cable, so it's crossed. So you can see from 1 here is 3. From 1 to 3. So what I need to do, you can see here, white and orange. If you come here, it's white and orange for 3. So I need to select this as number 1. Okay? Which is white and orange now. Okay? And the second one is orange. And when you come here, orange is number 6 because the cable is crossed. By doing this, I've crossed the cable. Okay? And remember that crossover cables are for router to router, switch to switch, computer to computer. So computer to computer. So I'll select white and orange. And the second one is orange. The third is white and green. Okay, white and green. The fourth one is plain blue. Okay, the fifth is white and blue. Sixth is green, plain green. Seventh one is white and brown. White and brown. And the eighth one is brown. So you straighten it. You can see. Look at the cables. Okay. So what do you need to do? You trim it. So that everything will be equal. Okay. And you hold it this way. No. Still need to trim. Okay. Push it in there. Okay. Yeah. Can see. No, this RJ45 connector is bad. Let's find a good better one. Okay. Insert it. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. You put it and press. Do you hear the sound? So now, by doing this, this is a crossover cable. It's crossed because I used this, and used this. So for you to make a crossover cable, you must use A and B at the same time. Okay? So these cables and this crossover cable, one and one and three here, one and three are transmit, and one, two, and six here receive. Okay? So when you come here, one and three here transmit, and one and yes, two and six receive. So that is how crossover cable works. So, but for doing this cable now, I selected 4 to 7. Okay, 5 here to 8. So from this side, 4, the fourth is to 7. So 5 here is 8. You can see it's in form of crossover. Okay, this is 5. Okay, this is 6. This is 4. This is 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can see it. You can see how looks as if the cable is crossed. Okay, and you use crossover cable for router to router, switch to switch, computer to computer, hub to hub. Okay, just like I've said in the introduction part of it. So this is it, and there's another cable called rollover cable. Rollover cable is actually for configuration. You plug at the back of computer. You use telecommunication industry alliance / telecommunication / electrical industry association 568 RS232 at the back of computer and plug it. It's actually a RJ45 connector, and plug to router or switch console port for configuration. Okay, and how does it connect? Okay, let's remove this. How does it connect? Rollover cable connect from 1 to 8. Okay, 2 to 7, 3 to 6, 4 to 5, 4 to 5, and here 1 to 8, 2 to 7, 3 to 6, and 4 to 5 here. It's very similar to crossover cable. Okay, it's similar to crossover. So if you really want to do this cable, by doing this crossover cable, the first one I did, automatically I did this. Okay, so you can use this cable now, crossover cable, to perform this, configuration. You can use it as console port, cable. You can use it as rollover cable, or you purchase rollover cables are purchased, in the market. They are in the market. You purchase it for your, configuration. So if you like this video, do not hesitate to share. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.